We are live. I love that little box on there that says you are live. So it says that's
live.
basically the warning. Don't say anything stupid. You're about to broadcast to the entire world or all 6 people that watch us. Whatever. Welcome back to the Supplement Engineer channel. Robert Chinesky with you as always, and my lovely wife Sandy is joining me. Thank you guys for joining us on these weekly lives where we answer all your questions, deal with all of your gripes, complaints, and queries. I have a blast doing these with you every week. I don't know about you, but I do.
It makes me happy that you say that.
So as always, guys, thank you for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all the blah, 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 the stuff you got to say at the beginning of every YouTube video because the modern person's attention span is about that long. And if you don't remind them 16 times in each video to like, comment, subscribe, and share,
They won't do it.
they won't do it. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. That's time number 3. So hopefully you all remember this. Thank you for joining us. Let us know where you are from. Post up any questions you may have. And if it seems like we're not answering your questions, not because I'm ignoring you. It's some kind of glitch in the YouTube system that doesn't post certain questions. So keep answering it. And trust me, we will stay on as long as you guys have questions. So, and first jumping into the full rate is Devin, my man. Thank you so much. And he's got a special package headed our way for you.
Really?
Yes.
I love packages.
So the mail here is super slow in Austin, so that probably
I know
means we'll
it's
get
weird.
it in October.
Yeah, it's weird how slow it is.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting some samples from a company that I'm helping do some formulations for. I was told that I was getting them, they were mailed out last Friday or last Tuesday. And I still haven't gotten them yet.
Boo.
So,
Look
yeah.
at that.
Who dat?
Who dat nation, baby?
Yeah, I'm not going to be paying attention to any sports this year, probably.
Wow.
The entire season. Every season will have a big asterisk mark on it, plus all the social justice warrioring that's going on in college and professional sports. Sports is something that is meant to be enjoyed and is supposed to unplug you from all the bullshit of the real world. And all the bullshit of the real world is getting inserted into something that's supposed to be pure.
Pure.
And it's not. So we're just going to say,
Poor
I'm gonna
Robert, but
go
I
and-
still love the Saints and I love Drew Brees. I love all my people. Michael Thomas.
Be careful with that. Be careful with that.
I love all my people.
So yeah. So what I
Okay.
want to do? Oh yeah. Let's get to the big news first. My boy Lucas Rakowski from Prometheus Intelligent Sports Technology
Poland.
from Poland. Yes, a member of the Final Scoop podcast that debuts every Tuesday, and we record every Saturday. Which reminds me, we're gonna have our first guest on the Final Scoop podcast this week, and we may actually do it live as well.
Oh, jeez. Shinetsky, are you guys really? I think this is a terrible idea.
It was a special request by Robbie, Lucas, and TJ.
All people who know what they're talking about. What am I good for? I don't do anything.
You are good for off the cuff and soapboxes.
Okay.
And bring some much needed estrogen to the podcast.
Layman's terms. Oh, I'm a female. I
Yeah,
forgot.
you know,
I didn't even
Yes.
put 2 and 2 together. I
we're
didn't
bringing
even think
boobs to the podcast. We need that. That's fine.
Okay.
So Lucas sent us a special goodie box from Poland. Leading off the charge is our bison vodka.
Zubroka.
Zubroka. Let me hide this. There we go. Zubroka. So it's bison grass vodka, and this little piece of grass that's in there.
Yeah, it's grass.
It is actual bison
Actual
grass.
Bison grass. I don't know if you are supposed to chew on it afterwards.
Yeah.
Is
and
there
there's
like
actually-
a ritual?
Well, here we go. I'm
do?
gonna go get my
You know, like the
Meatheads
worm and
bartender.
tequila. Like maybe afterwards you're supposed to be like, or something, or good luck, or something. I don't know.
This was the last piece of our propage that we were supposed to get today. So Meehan's bartender manual, which has
It's awesome.
cocktails. Basically, if you wanted to open your own bar,
Yeah, it's so cool.
this has everything in it that you would want. So
Or was it a speakeasy, like behind a bookshelf?
yeah. So what I'm gonna
Okay.
do is I'm gonna find the
Subroka.
Zubroka vodka recipe.
First of all, I'm really excited. Now, the other version that he gave me was the apple, which I downed in like a day, I swear. This is the original. So we're going to compare the original to the apple.
Yeah. Sadly, we don't have any more of the apple, and we cannot get it here in the States. We actually can find regular Zubroka.
I really liked the apple. So I hope I like, oh, and wait, I'm not done.
Yeah.
And I got a little miniature. I don't know what it is.
That's apples.
Is that apple again?
Yes, the apple.
Oh my God. I thought it was peach. I
She's
thought it was
gonna
a
down
new
that
one.
entire thing right here.
Well, then we do have apple. What? If I broke
So-
this, I'd cry. I'd lick the floor. That would happen.
Okay, so here is a recipe from Meehan's bartender's manual, right here. It's called the Tatanka. And we're gonna-
Tatanka.
It says, according to Difford's Guide, the Tatanka, which means buffalo in Lakota,
Oh, well, there you go.
became popular with the movie Dances with Wolves. It calls for 3 ounces DuPont sparkling apple cider, 2 ounces Zubroka bison grass vodka, and a garnish of bison grass, which you
Oh.
actually get in the vodka.
That's cool.
So it's supposed to be served in a chilled Collins glass with a few ice cubes, garnished with a few blades of bison grass.
Done.
So,
Okay, wait. I'm really excited about the apple one.
and Zubroka actually in Polish means bison grass, so that's why there's bison grass here, and you got a picture of a bison on the front of it.
Okay, can we drink it?
Yes, we can drink it. All right, here we go. We do not have apple cider, so we're just going to be drinking it straight today.
I hope I like it. Shot glass? Shot glass is for you. But it says LSU, and I'm wearing my LSU. But I'm more of a... Not too much. What if I don't like it?
Well, I'm not. That was my pour. All right.
Wow, did you hear that?
All right. Do a little smell.
It smells like nail polish remover. I'm not gonna lie, that's exact. He wouldn't know what nail polish remover smells like, but
I mean, I smell it when you do your nails.
okay, wait. Time out. I'm gonna go get some.
You're talking about acetone? You're smelling acetone. That's what, or acetic acid. That is basically what nail polish
Alright,
remover
so
is.
close your eyes and tell me which one is the Zubroka and which one is the nail polish remover. Ready?
Yeah.
Which one's the Zubroka? Which one's the nail polish remover? First.
Okay.
You smelled it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second.
Let's do the first one again.
Here's the first one.
Okay.
Okay, here's the second one.
That's the vodka.
Yes. But
Boom!
do they smell similar?
Yeah, that one's got a little bit more bite to it. That one's got a little. The nail polish remover has a little more bite to it.
Don't be drinking these in the
All
dock.
right, so here we go. Official taste testing of Zubroka.
I'm scared.
Ready?
The other one tasted just like apples.
Now I'm usually a bourbon guy, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have been known to mix Mountain Dew and vodka before, so.
I was a fan before. Let's see. It doesn't
I
taste
like it.
weird. What is that? What is that?
Cinnamon?
Yeah, it's like anise, anise,
Anise, star anise?
star anise. There is an herb or a seasoning in here that takes away this, and it doesn't taste like this.
It's very pleasant.
Oh, it's like winter or fall. I want to jump in the leaves.
And it's 37.5% ABV.
Does it tell me what is in it? Probably in Polish.
It's got bison semen. No, it doesn't. It's
Well, I
bison
didn't
grass.
think you were serious. It just made me laugh.
No, 37.5%
This is
ABV.
super
so-
smooth. Considering how it smells pretty indiscernible from this, it doesn't taste anything
Well,
like
take a
that.
sip of that and see.
No.
All right, so that is
I know
part
that.
one of our goodie package
Wait,
from.
this is really good.
Well, that's part one. All right, and so here we've got the
Is
little
that the
taster
apple
bottle of the
one?
apple. Yeah.
We don't have to taste it again. I mean, I love it, but
You
I don't
don't
want to
want to?
waste. I don't
Okay,
wanna
well then we
waste
won't waste it. We'll just save that for a special
it. I really
cocktail.
like the apple.
All right, other goodies from my Polish brother from another
I'm
mom.
so excited.
Choco Caramel, ISO XP, Applied Nutrition. They are a UK company. I remember hearing about them back on the bodybuilding.com forums, like way back when I first started getting into supplements, like 2012, 2013. They were big on the boards then.
Were they?
So we're going to save this for an official review. We're not going to mix up a scoop right here live.
Okay, because I want to know if it tastes more like a Rolo or does it taste more like a Caramello? Caramellos are made by Cadbury and they're
Or what about
freaking
something
delicious.
like a Milky Way?
Milky Way. Oh, yeah, no. Rolo or Caramello.
Okay.
Okay, I really want to open that because I don't know what it is.
All
I
right.
wanna
We
eat.
have a ton of other kind of sweets and foods and God knows what else. I can't read Polish, so
No, but
let's
look,
speak
look.
it.
So it looks like there's cream covered in chocolate. Who doesn't want that? Open it.
All right. This is called Patsy Mesko. I'm sorry for butchering the pronunciation.
No,
Mr.
you gotta
Lucas.
say it with an accent, right? Zime, tank oil, and Patsy. Wait, whoa, that's M-L-E-C-S.
Mleczko.
Mleczko.
There you go.
Mleczko.
All right.
But
So,
that's-
ooh.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this.
So we get.
They're like sticky or something.
That's yeah. I don't know. Some kind of cream on the inside. Chocolate creams.
You got a funny question. Okay, so it's a cream. The white stuff is covered in chocolate. Oh, yeah, and when you pull it apart, yeah.
Show the
Oh,
people.
it's soft and fluffy. I think it's marshmallow. I think the whipping thing is marshmallow.
So maybe Mleczko is marshmallow in Polish.
Oh, but it's not marshmallow.
Uh-oh. Coconut?
No, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It dissolves in my mouth. Like marshmallow is chewy. It disappeared. I think it is a marshmallow, but it's not a marshmallow that
It's like
we've
the
ever
inside
had.
of a peep. You know that? But better texture than
Yeah, but
Peeps.
those are kind of chewy, right? I don't know. I never eat Peeps.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I'm saying from a kid. It's like that candy marshmallow kind of texture on the inside.
I like the inside disappears. The second I bite it, it's like poof.
It's a milk chocolate, but I really like it. It's light and very enjoyable.
It's super light.
Not super
And
sugary.
it's not super sugary.
Which I'm surprised, because Peeps, are disgusting.
Yeah. But the
These are
outer
really good.
chocolate isn't the highest quality chocolate. It's like a low quality milk
It's
chocolate.
I mean, it's
You know what I mean?
Canadian.
You know what I
Look
mean?
at the cute little owl right there.
Yeah, there's little animals.
How can you hate something?
It
that has
looks
an
like
owl
a
on it?
Christmas card
Yeah.
on the decorations, but it's got, so we have to assume that that's some kind of marshmallow with the milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Fascinating. It's like, it's not chewy like a marshmallow. You know what I mean? It's just like, imagine a marshmallow and then suck out half of the
Aha, here we go.
substance and make it airy.
On the back, creamy marshmallow in milk chocolate.
Yeah,
They
but
have-
it's like a different marshmallow than American marshmallows.
Yes.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. We should make s'mores with this one. What would happen to the marshmallow? It would melt faster because it's like super airy. Like, look, maybe I can show them how airy it is.
She
Let's
just wants to
see.
eat another piece.
No, I
Don't let her fool you.
No,
She
this
just wants
is
another one.
science. I want to show you. So, like, do you see how it doesn't stretch? It just breaks. It's like it just. I'm gonna do it again. See, it like crumbles almost. It's gone. It's gone. So if I did s'mores it, what would happen to the marshmallow? What would happen? Would it disintegrate? Would it turn into liquid? What would happen to it? I'm sorry. We have to make
Okay.
s'mores with this.
This is from the same company that Weddell or
Mhm.
Weddell.
We
This-
have the blueberry
we have
and
the-
the rat.
Yes, and now we have strawberry.
I'm super excited.
So I'm enjoying our tour through the Polish delicacy of sweets.
This is a fascinating beverage.
Yeah, it's mild.
There's
it's
something
good
in
enough.
it.
I'm telling you, it's licensing.
It's earthy. Is it mixed with dirt first? No, it's not dirty though. It's like herby, like spicy. It's spicy.
All right.
I want to make apple cider with this. This looks good.
So suffered a little bit of a travesty coming through customs.
That's not that
but
bad
that's
though,
all right.
because Poland's pretty far away. Oh, you just went it. You just went it all in there.
Mhm.
Okay, me too.
Mm.
It didn't work for me. Come on, I got you. Ooh, that's good.
All right, so the inside is white. It's not red like you might
Oh
think for a
my
strawberry.
freaking goodness, that's delicious.
I think this is the best of the three. we've
I
had,
agree.
compared to what was blueberry and what was the other one? Raspberry?
Oh my god.
Blackberry? Whatever. the
Oh
other-
my god.
This is
Why
so,
is this so good? The strawberry. The schnozberry tastes like
the
schnozberry.
strawberry one is so good. I
Oh my
can't.
god. It's like a luscious strawberry jam or something. But
Yeah,
like
strawberry
not
filling.
not like, oh my god.
Interesting. This has strawberry juice in
So
it.
good.
It contains strawberry juice. Most
Maybe that's
things
why.
don't actually have. Most like chocolates, like candy flavored chocolates.
Oh my god, this is so good. You know what this reminds me of, Robert? The Strawberry Festival in Louisiana.
Yeah.
We went there.
With
I'm
the
gonna tell
Adidas
you,
beer.
there's like tons of strawberries everywhere, whatever. But there was this one daiquiri. Like you can get a strawberry daiquiri like crazy at the Strawberry Festival. But there was one place. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
There was one place that used fresh strawberries. At a strawberry festival, you'd be surprised that they should all use strawberries, but they don't. They use the fake ones and they're like, have a strawberry daiquiri, and they're selling it based on the fact that it's strawberry. One used real strawberries,
Mm.
and I freaking thought it was amazing. It tastes exactly like a fresh freaking strawberry dipped in chocolate. So good. That's what it tastes like. Chocolate with strawberry. I know I should have put that together originally.
Yeah.
Maybe the Zubrook is kicking in. I'd like some more, please.
All right. Before we get into that, let's entertain a few of the people's questions.
Oh.
Wait, that's the wrong one. Maybe the marshmallow became compromised while traveling overseas. Very possibly. Devin.
Maybe.
Same's
That's a
package
good
should have been
question.
delivered today. I just checked the front door right before we walked in. Nothing yet. So
Package? Wait, I'm
maybe
really
it's sitting
hungry.
at the thing.
Can I have some more of my chocolate covered
We got
strawberry?
more stuff. Wait, eat this first.
I'm
You open that.
hungry.
You open that. You have to eat it. That's
But I
the
wanted
rule.
the strawberry
According to
one.
the post office. Yeah, the post office. Maybe they'll get phased out. So
They're never going to get phased out.
Pete Pasmus. I met Pete when we was.
Do you know who invented the post office?
You're gonna.
No, wait. This is important. I bet you don't know.
Sorry,
Guess.
Pete.
I'm sorry. Guess who invented the post office? No,
Alexander
guess.
Graham Bell.
Before that, guess. You're never going to guess. Guess.
Tatanka.
You know what? You're actually pretty close with that one. Would you like me to tell you? Because I know who.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan. You think he's such a bad guy? He was the first one. Look it up. He was the first one to have leaders, random delegations in charge of. He had so much land, he had to control it. He figured out the post office. He figured out like mail.
And then proceeded to procreate and create half a third of the world's population.
Hey, Genghis Khan did what he had to do.
He did. Pete, what is up, my man? So, Pete, Met him at the Apollon seminar last week.
Oh,
He also
cool.
watches a bunch of Alan stuff, and so that's how we kind of
You
came to
love
know each other.
Alan.
Yeah, Alan is the man.
Alan's his angry man.
Angry old bald man sitting in a car screaming at people.
Alan's cool.
Yes, he is.
I like him. He makes me laugh.
Is it true the supplement industry today is just like prostitution? That reliable source was TJ who said that on the podcast.
That's hilarious. Is he talking? Because I feel like you pay for what you get.
Well,
something like
it's
that?
also that, but all the athletes whore themselves out to the different
Right.
brands. Like they go to each one. Whoever's going to pay me the most, I'll jump ship to go to 6. Like I'll be with this brand for 6 months, and I'll jump
Mhm.
to another dude. And then once I
Wow.
learn enough about this
They're
company, I'll
selling
go
your
and
body.
start my own company and rip off
Yeah.
a bunch of other companies' formulas.
Is it more like the drug industry? Not to be like
You mean like
drugs.
pharmaceuticals?
No,
Or
like cocaine. Less than prostitution.
No, because we're actually doing it over the counter. Drugs are under the counter.
Oh, good point.
So,
Well, in certain countries, prostitution is super legal.
and probably certain parts of Vegas, I think.
That's part of the country.
Yeah. Worked up about bison semen.
Robert got super excited about.
I mean, I thought it was witty, so that's why we're just gonna keep up.
I was about to say, isn't that a delicacy? Bison balls, moose balls,
Buffalo.
something.
That's
Buffalo.
the Rocky Mountain oysters.
Isn't buffalo the same as bison?
No, there's a little slight.
Is there a slight
Yeah.
difference, or is it just different names? Who knows? Let's eat some balls.
Strawberry bison. Ooh, strawberry bison.
If they ate
Semen-
strawberries first, or do we season it after? That's the question.
Pete, this is gonna be the engineer coming at me. Semen has 2 E's, no I. Sorry, that's the
Wait.
engineer in me.
Semen has SEE.
SEMEN.
Oh, thank you. I was like, you do
Right.
know that semen's not SEE. I know that's wrong. Okay.
Drug industry does run smoothly, and there's not a you don't really hear people bitching about spike
You're right,
supplements
it's more
not
like
meeting label
prostitutes.
claims. It is.
Can I eat more?
Yes. All right. Pick out another thing. We still got more goodies in the box.
There's only
from
one
Lucas.
goodie left.
Is there one more goodie left?
Yeah, you lied to me. You made me think there's more. There's more chocolate over strawberry. So this is interesting. One can assume from the picture that these are special Cheerios that are injected, right, with something, or no? Are these just
They might be made
Cheerios?
out of whey protein.
Or there's something fancy about them? Spelling is
Zyto, Oes. I wish I knew.
I mean, on the side of it, it looks
got
like
vitamins.
it's fancier than normal.
Um,
But maybe it's just their version of Cheerios. Should we give them to Sophia?
All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Protein per serving per 100 grams. 7.6 grams of that. 10.5 grams of fiber. Shit. 73 grams of protein. Yeah. 2.2 grams of salt. All right, so
Is that a lot?
Polish Cheerios. And
Okay,
so
this is really fun. I like eating other countries' food.
functional foods are much bigger over in Europe than they are here, so their stuff is usually, 5 years ahead of ours. All right, here you go.
Okay. Oh, they're fatter. They're
They
like
are.
bigger and they're like natural.
Mm.
Oh, I like these
They
better.
taste like Kicks. If you remember
Yeah.
Kicks,
Wow, that's exactly what they taste like. I like them better than Cheerios.
mm.
They're more fun to eat. They're harder, so there's more of a chew as opposed to like just randomly
or
evaporating
almost
in
like
your mouth.
Apple Jacks, like that. The way
Yeah,
Apple
like the
Jacks
way
taste.
that they're.
Those are
I
really
like the
good.
texture. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm not very graceful. That was exciting.
Should become on our new test subject. Funny
Depends on the food.
story about that.
Wait, what do we do?
What the halfling did on
Oh, yeah.
Sunday.
Funny story. Talk about this. She come.
So we have a pantry in the kitchen,
We're supposed to.
and as we've said on the various reviews we've done before,
It's
there's not
filled.
actually food in there outside of
Mm-mm.
protein bars and protein powder.
There's
It
no
is
food.
nothing but supplements.
Yeah.
So all the supplements I've collected since I've basically gotten into
And
the
it's a
industry.
big pantry.
Yeah, there's fat burners in there, like thyroid booster pills, all kinds of stimulants, and they're all very much within arm's reach of a 3-year-old.
But we tell her not to.
Yeah, and she's usually abided by that and not had any issues. So every weekend between 1:30, 3:30, or 1 and 3
Nap time.
is nap time. We put her down,
We put her down.
and I go to record a podcast, or we come in the bedroom and watch
Well,
TV and relax.
We shut
and
the
all that
door
stuff.
and we're like, it's mommy and daddy's nap time too. So you don't be disturbing us. So we can just hang out.
Right. So
She didn't want to nap.
She didn't nap on Sunday,
But
so
she was quiet.
deceptively quiet. Usually we can hear her opening and closing doors.
We thought she was asleep. Come to find out, she took probably like how many trips did she take to that pantry? She must have
There
taken
were
like
6 bottles
no,
in her bedroom.
no, Robert. There were 8
8. There were 8 bottles.
open with the pills all skewed around, but she didn't eat any of them. She just wanted to play with
She had
them
uncapped.
because
So
they're bright orange.
some of these
and
bottles
bright
had childproof
blue.
locks on them. I don't know how the hell she undid the childproof lock, but
You know what?
she
People
did.
at Child Protective Services are gonna be like, what? But like, I'm just saying, she's great. But like, She had just decorated a room with pills everywhere. And we were like, what the freak? She's like, sorry. And we're like, that doesn't cut it, Sophia. You can't just say sorry and call it a day. Like, have you ever been allowed to play with daddy's pills?
I can probably count on times one hand we've actually had to scold her for doing something like so terribly bad. And this was up there with those.
She was making patterns.
That could have very easily, landed us in the emergency room needing to get her stomach pumped.
She didn't want to eat them. She wanted to play with them.
Yeah, she just likes to sort and color. And
some of them were half blue, half yellow, and stuff, like, ooh. So then I had to sit there and like sort them all out, put it back in the bottle, try to figure out like, well, which bottle is the green one and which bottle is the orange? That was crazy.
Yeah, so the ones that she ended up opening up were potassium nitrate from iForce Nutrition, the creatine pills from Blue Star Nutrition, some fat burner from another from iForce, the stem-free fat burner from SteelFit.
Wasn't there some
L-ornithine, which is an amino acid.
It was really funny.
Which actually, fun fact for you out there, it's been shown to improve your body's clearance or hangover symptoms from alcohol, from consuming too much alcohol. So they gave it to Japanese subjects and had them consume a bunch of alcohol. Then gave them 500 milligrams of ornithine, and they woke up the next day with less symptoms of a hangover. So when I'm working on my hangover remedy formula, that should be coming out sometime in the next year or so.
I love that idea, by the way.
That will be one of the ingredients in there. So I've got some here that I'm going to be testing out. I just need to, You
should sell it on college campuses. That's the _1 place.
Or at all the distilleries that we go to, just bring like a bag and say, here, we're going to sell
college campuses.
Yeah, that. What else was I going to say? Oh, and it also extends the half-life of caffeine. Not extends the half-life, but it improves the cognitive focus effects of caffeine. That's why Performax Labs includes ornithine in every serving of Nootropomax, because it doubles and extends your productivity.
There you go.
Yeah. So she's for some protein bars, she's a test subject.
She had some steak last night.
Yeah, we don't give her any other kind of supplements aside from like protein powder and protein bars.
Yeah.
Yet.
That's all she gets.
Spelling's my kryptonite.
That's fun.
Okay. We are all caught up. You wanted what?
Still want to drink.
All right, here we go.
All right, so what's up, bud? So
you want more?
New? No, I'm fine.
There you go.
I want little bits.
Oh, and the last thing we have from Lucas is this thing called Warrior Brain Game.
Yeah, I asked him if I could use it tomorrow for work because it's non-caffeine and I could drink my coffee with my nootropic. I don't know why, but I like having coffee in the morning, but then I also want a nootropic. So I like caffeine-free nootropics, personally.
Yeah, so my, it's an open label formula. As you heard on this past week's episode of the Final Scoop podcast with TJ's take on proprietary blends, it could be good or it could be not. As we've said, just because labels open doesn't make it great. I think this formula is okay. I don't think it's one of the best formulas I've seen on the nootropic. Now, I don't know the price on this. Lucas sent this to us, so, we'll see. We've got a gram of DMAE, which is not DMAA, which is not amp citrate, which is not Areogerensis or, DMHA, DMA.
It's not any of that crazy D's.
No. Dimethyl amino ethanol. So it is a metabolite of choline, which it actually inhibits the body's metabolization of choline, which would indirectly increase choline levels in the body.
Got it.
Therefore, improving production and acetylcholine levels, which is the lung neurotransmitter.
It stops you from digesting it.
Now, you got a huge dose in here. You have a full gram of it. Most products might put like 500. The clinical dose is like 750 to 850. So you're getting above that.
Good.
It's good. It's not a big heavy hitter nootropic for me. It's a good support agent, is what I think. Okay. We've got 1,000 milligrams of choline bitartrate, which is going to work with the DMAE. Okay. I think this is a cheaper form of choline bitartrate. I like CDP choline or alpha GPC because those actually cross the blood-brain barrier.
Right.
Choline bitartrate just increases serum, like systemic levels of choline in the body. And it's got some good liver health benefits, choline metabolism, and cell membrane integrity. 1,000 milligrams of taurine, which is a conditionally essential amino acid, can help with hydration. It's also got large brass reserves in the heart and the brain. Stimulates some GABA pathways. Also has some ethanol protective effects for the brain and for the liver as well, in case you drink. That's another ingredient I'm going to be putting in that formula.
That's exciting. Well, does it help after the fact? If it's a hangover thing, would it help after the fact?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can look at ingredients one of two ways. You could look at protective measures, or you could look at accelerating metabolism of your the clearance of your system. Okay. So I'm toying with a few ingredients both ways based on the mechanism.
It sounds like it's more preventative, but okay.
Yeah. 500 milligrams of L-carnitine. I think this is a throwaway inclusion in here.
Because it's not enough,
Well,
or
it's
it's not
not-
a good ingredient.
It's not a good ingredient for this application. Acetyl L-carnitine is better. That's the nootropic form. Just regular L-carnitine isn't going to do much for cognitive function at all.
Does it support the other things?
I mean, it supports fatty acid metabolism, but that's about it. Most people aren't deficient in carnitine, so you're not really going to get much of a benefit from it.
Okay.
750 milligrams of L-tyrosine. It's an okay dose. I prefer, 1 to 2 grams of that. 500 milligrams of lion's mane. I like that dose. 200 micrograms of huperzine, which is a hefty, a solid dose on that.
Okay, so there's good things.
There are good things. There's
But there's extra
450
things you
milligrams of KSM-66 ashwagandha, which is going to help reduce stress, improve cognitive function that way. Because if you're stressed out and freaking out a bunch
You
of
can't
things,
think.
correct. You
Flip
can't
the
think
lid.
clearly. So that's a
I'll tell you
good, that's
that
a good
later.
inclusion. I like that. There's a 300 milligram dose in Cognisurge, which I really like. It's not in Mastermind. Head to head, I think Mastermind, just based off of the labels alone, I think Mastermind blows this one. out of
I
the
took
water.
it today.
There are a bunch of B vitamins because that's involved in energy production, neurotransmitter synthesis, cognitive function.
Yeah,
You
there's a
also
lot
get
of
some magnesium, which a lot of people are deficient in. So overall, it's for a caffeine-free formula, it could be good paired with a cup of coffee. I
I'm
think there
gonna
are better
try
options.
it tomorrow.
But yeah, we're gonna let you try them. We'll eventually shoot a full review
Try
on
it
this.
tomorrow. Wait, let's talk about flipping the lid. The brain. Because I'm a teacher, I had to learn about teenagers, and when they get all angry, they can't learn, so we have to calm them down. And they talked about the brain, and they talked about the animal instinct part. What's that called? Whatever. There's an animal instinct part in your brain, right up in here, right up in the back bottom part of the
Medulla oblongata.
The medulla oblongata. Wait, is that really it? The thing from the
From the water boy?
From the water boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, it's in the back part of your brain. And then all up in here is your thinking part. But when you get angry and stressed, your brain goes fight or flight, and it's like, wah! It's like this part, the whole rational part doesn't exist anymore. And this part is the only thing that works. You can't physically work both at the same time. You can't be rational and fight or flight, really. So what you have to do is you have to figure out a way to calm down enough to get the rational part of your brain to fire, because it literally will shut off the rational part and just hyper into the emotions. And so you can't have a conversation until the emotion part is a little bit more calm, so that the rational part can come back down.
And that's when bison semen comes
So
in.
you were saying there was a reason.
KSM-66.
Yeah.
Ashwagandha.
KSM-66, you said it helps,
Okay.
chills you out. So it's like we got to close the lid,
Yeah.
focus.
Alcohol also does that too.
Alcohol just makes me sleepy.
Well, it calms me down. Helps me be more productive. Scott, I did not get your message today. I will have to go back and check for that. Protein shakes
Leading to
increasing.
alcoholism? Are you serious?
That's interesting. That seemed pretty wackadoodle.
That seems super wackadoodle. It seems to me like two things that have nothing to do with each other.
Right.
Oh, did you know people that wear earrings also
Or serial killers.
are serial killers? What? I don't think that has to do with the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. When do you give a kid creatine?
Legally, 18.
How come all my high school kids use it? I'm still confused about that. Is it okay for a high school kid to use it? I'm a football player. I want to get buff.
It has been studied in children and the elderly. It is incredibly safe. I probably wouldn't start giving it to them
Till 12.
personally until they were puberty.
Puberty.
Probably once that way. But I mean,
Okay.
it's only going
Because
to
you said
benefit
it's really
them.
helpful.
Yeah. It can improve cognitive function, improves protein synthesis, energy production, all
She
kinds
eats a
of
lot
good
of
stuff.
protein. She gets
Yeah,
enough protein.
she's definitely not short
She
on
drinks
that.
a lot of whole milk, meat,
Yeah.
cheese,
Greek yogurt,
Greek
a little
yogurt,
sprinkling of a pollen strawberry protein in there.
strawberry. Yeah. Okay.
Hangover remedy, yes.
Yes,
We're
isn't that a
working
great
on it.
idea?
Working on it. A couple of different pathways. That was going to be. Robbie doesn't care. Well, hello. Hit the lower button. Woo.
He's getting so excited. He can't control himself.
So yeah, Robbie probably won't care if I say this. Well, him and I are coming out with a joint formula, as we
The
mentioned,
joint
under
formula.
pollen. The first thing we were thinking about was doing a hangover one, but we've been having such demand, and I get asked all the time
But
for
joints.
joint supplement. What's the best joint supplement? And I figured let's cut that one loose first, and then give me time to really tinker with the
Hangover formula.
hangover remedy formula. So that one's, I've got a bunch of different ingredients, and I'm testing those each day, or a couple of days a week.
Wait,
I'm
are you
testing-
really?
I'm testing different ones.
I didn't
yeah.
know that. Well, he's drinking every day, so he can test it every day. Ooh.
I actually didn't drink yesterday.
You know what's really funny is that if somebody knew you, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, he's an alcoholic."
Yeah.
The funny thing is, what did you say? You said alcohol makes you more productive.
Yeah,
So
I actually
you're
sit
not.
down and crank out 2,000 words
Makes
in
it
the span
better.
of an hour, where I'm just sitting there. And
So
I'm
is that alcohol?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think if you can't get through a day without it, you might have an issue.
So you're not depending on it.
No, if you start to become abusive or become incredibly lazy and don't do anything.
So if it makes you worse,
yeah,
there's
if it
an
makes you
issue.
a worse human being, then I think you've got some issues.
But if it makes you a better human being, then alcoholism's super fine. Is that
As long
what
as
we're
you're not putting
saying?
your liver at danger. Yeah, sure. That's why I have all those supplements to try. Taurine, theanine, grapeseed extract.
I don't know.
Some interesting research on mango peel extract too on it, but I can't find any of that on Amazon to order and test out. So
Well, you don't have to just get your stuff from Amazon. You don't have to, people. You can go elsewhere.
well, yeah.
Just saying. It's actually been really well. My kids took their first test today, and I think it went well. School's been super normal for me. I have some kids that are at home, like they're just like zooming in on the computer screen. I just turn on the computer screen and have them talk to the other kids. Actually, school's been kicking butt, and we just walk around and wear masks. It's fine. Plus, I make sure that I like stand back far enough for my kids so I can take off the mask so I can and breathe and talk.
One question I wanted to have. Okay, so when your degree was actually elementary education, but your program allowed you to extend it to K through 12, and you've been teaching high school for the past 4 years.
Sure.
My question for you
There's
is,
holes in that, but I'll just go with it.
they teach you how to run a classroom, manage a classroom.
Yep.
Teach the students, maybe do some tutoring one-on-one with them. But a lot of the times you are acting like a psychiatrist or psychologist to either the students and or the parents.
The parents.
I mean, they've been, especially when we were living in Mandeville.
When we were in Mandeville, I get phone calls.
Yeah, like 7:30 on a Friday night or, Sunday night or something, you would be gone for like an hour and a half with these moms that were,
Yes.
bleeding their hearts out. And I just,
Yes.
it's, have there been ever any kind of like continuing
Training?
education, or how do you just approach with that since maybe you haven't been properly trained in how to deal with that?
I mean,
Or you just
common sense.
Treat them like treat them like a
Common
person?
sense and common decency. Those are how I handle it. That's how I handle it. Well, the thing is, I was talking to my homeroom girls today. I get really close with them. But, I mean, they've called it. They're like, maybe you're slightly autistic. Maybe you're slightly sociopathic. Because I can take myself out of a situation pretty quickly and just kind of assess what's the best thing to say. How do you do it? So I don't get I get invested in my kids. I'm passionate about them and I care about them. But at the same time, I can take myself out of it and feel like what's best for them. And sometimes parents can't do that. They're like so invested and so worried for their kid and and I'm like, your kid's fine. Like, your kid gonna be fine, guys. I agree. It's like, just enjoy them, just relax and enjoy them, and you're gonna be fine. And they don't seem to.
Yeah.
So how do I handle it personally? But I mean, nobody trains you for that. I don't know if you can.
Do you think it's your personality that makes the parents open up, feel comfortable, open up? Because do a lot of the other teachers have to deal with the same of it too?
Dang, I never thought about that. I don't tell other teachers that I'm talking to these parents about it. I maintain their privacy. I've never, ever talked to other teachers about the fact that I talk to parents like that. I have no idea if I just assumed other teachers did. I never asked. I'm good at maintaining the privacy. I don't talk.
Yeah.
I love it when people do tell me that too. They're like, don't tell anyone. I'm like, who would I tell? Like, what you think I'm just going around talking about? No, when I talk to other people, I'm talking about the world. But I'm not talking about like, so-and-so said this. Sorry, I never did that even in high school. And I went to an all-girls school, all-girls Catholic school.
Gossip sense.
Don't get excited about the school uniform. I had to cover our knees. The skirt had to cover our knees, and I wore knee-high socks every day. It was like you had no legs.
Yeah.
It wasn't attractive. It wasn't like Britney Spears. Oh, baby, baby. None of that was happening.
Which that song came out our
I
freshman year?
dated myself.
Our
No,
freshman year of high
Britney
school?
Spears' Oh Baby Baby came out in our 6th grade year because I was in junior high and I was pretending to be her in junior high because that's what you do when you're a 6th grader and you hear Britney Spears. Oh, baby, baby.
Shows you how much I still didn't keep up with pop music even when I was younger. I mean, I have always, my dad raised us on classic rock and my mom raised us on some like Motown stuff and some of the oldies. And that's the music I've always enjoyed. Anything past, like 1985 Rocky IV soundtrack, just go. Or actually 1986 Top Gun soundtrack.
I agree with you. I did listen to that stuff, but it was crappy. You know what I'm noticing? As the years go older and older, that like now the music is all high pitched. Guys sound, well, they're wearing skinny jeans. So the guys' balls are like, yeah, and they're all singing really high. And the girls sing like they're instead of singing, they're singing like this. So I'm going to squinch my throat. And all I hear is this high pitch. And all the noise is high pitched. And it's all frequent. None of it's like a piano. None of it's like a guitar. It's like synthesized. It's all like this high frequency. You listen to Motown and you're like, oh, thank God.
Well, hold on a second though.
Don't say Michael Jackson because he had his brother singing with him.
Well, I was going to say Michael Jackson and Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye had a pretty high voice too.
And they had like low soul bass in their song. There's no bass. It's all about that bass, about that bass. No travel. But no, really, that's what That's how I teach logarithms, by the way. I sing that song. I don't even think they know that song. That's right.
Probably not. When will we give her a scoop? That's assuming Assassin is still in production, or we just put the
That's
tub
15 years from now.
We put the tub in the freezer and just hold it. Hopefully, maybe we're gonna put it in cryogenesis.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna be old by the time that happens.
Let's see, 15 years, we'll be 50. Is it safe for us to still be taking Assassin at that age?
Didn't put 2 and 2 together until just now. Damn, we're gonna be 50.
We'll be 50.
Where will we be?
Montana.
Like, I kind of want to do like a pause and then like fast forward. Here we are. Like, where are we at?
We're a little bit grayer. We're still sitting in front of the laptop fielding
I
questions.
probably still have this tank top because I dig it.
Probably.
I'm
so.
always gonna be an LSU fan. Knock on wood.
It's all auto-tune. Yes, it is.
Like, the music is thin, right? Like, there's no instruments, there's no harmony. You know, like the Four Tops and like the Temptations, like even Boys to Men harmonized. They sounded good. I'll make love to you like you want me to. Y'all know what I'm saying. You with me?
God.
That Boys to Men is good, y'all.
Help me. Help
See,
me.
I thought like certain groups in the 90s were fine.
Somebody
R&B?
asked me a question so we can get her to stop talking or singing.
Funny story. I was in this math community. Like, I'm a math teacher, so I talk with other math teachers across the country, and we were solving a math problem together. And I'm a quick thinker, and I think weird, and I talk fast. And so we're Zooming, and I was like, oh, and then you can do this, and like one of the other teachers is like, okay, I'm gonna need you to mute yourself because you're talking really fast, and your brain is like way too fast. Like, and so then I had muted myself, and I was in my classroom at the time, and another teacher comes in. They're like, are you in a meeting? I'm like, I got asked to mute myself already. It had literally just begun. It was like the opening 5 minutes. And I was like, I got muted. It's fine.
Were they too lazy to just mute you?
They couldn't. It was a group thing, and we weren't hosting it. Like, we were just participants. I had to mute myself. It's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine.
You're enthusiastic and you have a lot to say.
I don't think I think or talk that fast until I see someone's eyes or their reaction to, like, Roberta. I teach with Roberta. She's the physics teacher, and I'm like, Roberta. And she's like,
Yeah.
what?
You're very
stop
intense when you
talking.
talk.
I'm like, am I saying something weird? Am I doing something weird? I'm sorry. What?
Well, we'll be in the car sometimes, and you'll come in for the afternoon, and I've been like, I can't move anywhere else, so I'll try to like scoot over and lean against the door while I'm driving, and I can't go anywhere. But but it's a good thing. It shows that you're impassioned and you're enthusiastic and excited about what you're doing. So it's a great thing.
Cool.
It's just we need like a regulator valve, like we had in like on the gas lines and the engineering. But we need like a regulator.
I have a lot of energy.
We just need to pick you up and give you this as you sit in the car.
Let's just have another sip of this Pubuka. This spicy.
The last comment I'm going to say about this, I don't know if Lucas was trying to screw with me or not, but he sent us the blue raspberry flavor.
Hey, that's why it's for me.
Which is going to be for Sandy. I'll do a taste test. I'm going to try it.
Wait, we're gonna go back for a second. So Robert, on occasion, we've been dating for years. We were dated for 7 years, on and off. Broke up 7 times, and then we've been married for 11 years. So I'd like to say there's times when we were dating or we've been married. He'll meet someone, whatever, see someone on TV, and he's driving. He's like, dude, that person was so annoying. I couldn't stand them. They just talked so much, and they wouldn't shut up. And I look at him, I was like, so you know you're married to me, right? He's like, no, it's fine. You're different. I was like, yeah. So then later he'll be like, I can't stand so-and-so. And like, he'll say things he hates about other people that I have that quality. I have it in abundance. And I'm like, should I burst his rose-colored glasses now? Or should I just let him think he's in love with me? Because obviously there's things like, what's happening here? So for some reason, I'm fine, but he hates all the qualities I have in other people.
You're just the perfect amount of each one to where they all cancel each other out, and I could tolerate it for about 3 hours.
I think it's because I think I am slightly sociopathic too. I think I can you and I both are least emotional, more thinkers. Like, and people like get that wrong because I'm passionate about ideas, but it's like, I'm not emotional. Like, it don't give me feelings hurt. And I hurt people. I don't know. I'm not a feeling person. I'll be all feeling. Thanks. They're brown and white. Aren't they cute? I dig them.
You got this for a while.
Yeah, I like fun earrings. Funny story. I didn't start wearing fun earrings until Amy
Mhm.
She was one of 5 girls. All 5 daughters played softball and trumpet and were valedictorian. And the oldest 2 were twins. So figure that out. They were both valedictorian of her small little school. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know the 2 oldest were twins.
The 2 oldest were twins. They were all played trumpet. Anyways, they couldn't get their ears pierced until they were 18, and they could only go to 1 social event their senior year. No, I'm sorry, 2 their
That's
senior
a
year.
helicopter parent.
Once. Well, he had 5 daughters. What was he going to do? I hear you. So anyways, when she got her ears pierced, she went crazy and wore the biggest earrings. And I was like, I'll do that with you, Sheikah. Thus, the big earrings. So yeah.
Going back to our lack of feelings, I was on the phone with my
Yeah, we have
parents.
lack of feelings. Oh, recently?
Oh, last week I was. My mom said something about nursing and just she cares. She's been a cardiac rehab nurse for 30 plus years. She just does part time now. She's been mostly retired for several years now. My dad's fully retired. And she said something about caring for the patients and she asked me about maybe doing nursing or something. I said that requires a base level of care about other human beings that I simply do not possess.
You know, it's like a quote from the Brothers Karamazov. It said, the more that I learn about the older I get, the more I care about humanity and the less I care about humans. It's like, I love the idea of people, and like their spirit and I love it. And then it's like, get away from me. It's like, don't talk to me. I don't like you. You're annoying. But I love humanity.
Well, the
And that's
interesting thing
like-
is like if I go to a restaurant or we're at the grocery
He's
store or
so
something,
great.
I'm perfectly
Go ahead.
conversational. I go to a bar, I'll
Yeah.
make friends with the bartender, we'll
Friends.
hang out and have drinks, I'll shoot the shit with them and all of that stuff.
With everyone.
And then
He knew the names of the people that checked us out at Walmart grocery. He was like, hey, Miss Flo. Oh no, where was Miss? I don't know.
Mr. Floyd,
Hey, Mr. Floyd, how's your kids?
he was the produce
He was
guy.
the produce guy. And I was like, I'm too awkward to be like, hey, what's your name? Like, how did you even get his name? I don't even understand how you do that.
They all wear name tags.
Waiters. Oh. So anyways, like he knows everybody. So he is really personable.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to people complaining about problems, I have zero compassion, empathy, sympathy, any of those kind of traits.
That's why we're good together. I don't ever complain.
No, you don't. You actually
I
don't.
gave it up for Lent in Michigan, and I haven't done it
Well,
since.
no religion on the channel.
Sorry.
You just got us banned by the liberal media that is YouTube.
like balls. Big cracks.
We're gonna get banned by the
I
liberal
gave
people
it
that
up
run
for
YouTube.
fun about 40 days before the bunny holiday. I gave it up around then in Michigan. I gave up complaining and worrying.
And chocolate. Or was that later?
No, I gave up chocolate in high school to try to beat the system because I didn't really like chocolate, and God smited me. He was like,
yeah, we're gonna
oh,
get striked again. That's
ah!
two.
The universe smited me. Can we say universe? I bet we can say universe. I bet. But anyways, yeah, I gave up chocolate. I was like, I'll give up chocolate. And then everywhere there was chocolate, and I was like, I kind of want to eat chocolate now. And now I'm addicted to chocolate, as you can tell.
Now you get Zubrova
That's what you get
chocolate.
for giving up something you don't like.
You get Polish chocolate.
You'll get it coming. But no, I gave up worrying and complaining. And I try to tell people this advice. I'm like, if you would just give up worrying and complaining, your life would be better. Like, you can't do that. Yes, you can. Just don't worry. Just don't complain. Don't say negative things. And be like, you know what? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And instead of, can I say bitching?
Sure. You can say
Instead
whatever you
of
want to.
bitching, speak positively. And I didn't realize how much I used to complain. Like, I used to not think I was complaining. Like, God, I'm so cold. He'd be like, stop whining. I'm like, I'm not whining. I'm just saying facts. I'm cold. That's a fact. I'm not whining. It's like, yeah, but you're saying negative things about you. That's whining.
Yeah, that's probably too harsh. Maybe. But that's
No,
such a
nobody wants to
dismissive
hear
way.
that. Who wants to hear you? If I heard you
I don't
be like,
need to hear
I'm
your inner
cold, I'm
monologue.
hot. Well, unfortunately, I process out loud.
You do. You're an external processor.
I do. Funny story. I was on the phone with my boyfriend when I was in 7th grade. I've told you this story.
Oh, yes.
I was on the phone with my
I can't believe you're
boyfriend
doing
in
this.
7th grade. And I'm like, and it was like one of those phones with the cord, like that plugged into the wall. So clear. So anyways, I'm walking and I'm like holding something. And I'm talking to him, la, 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 la. And then he says, you have a wedgie? And I said, what? And he said, you were just talking, and then you said, oh, I have a wedgie. And then you kept talking. And I go, oh, because as I was talking, I was like, oh, I have a wedgie, picked it. And then I kept talking, and I said it on the phone to my 7th grade boyfriend. Needless to say, he broke up with me.
Well, I mean.
I got to watch myself.
Well, I think it's to the point now where you just casually say so many different things that unless you say something, or I will tell you something, you just say, yeah, okay.
Wait, that's the problem. I have an automated response. Okay. And I say it as if I'm listening, like, okay. And so a lot of times he'll be like, why didn't you blah, blah, blah? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I told you to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, did I respond? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, what did I say? He said, you said okay. I'm like, damn, I wasn't listening and I just said okay. You should make me repeat it back. So now I do the Hell's Kitchen thing. Like anytime he says he needs me to do something, I'm like, pay the bill, check, pay the bill, check, heard, pay the bill. But if I just say okay, y'all, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Or sometimes you're
I don't
processing out loud, and I think you'll tell me something, but I know that you're usually probably just processing out loud, so I'll usually ignore the first time you say something on purpose, and then if you say something to be a second time, then I'll acknowledge it, because
Probably
it usually
a safe
means
bet.
you're actually not just talking to yourself, because you have conversations with yourself a lot of the time, too.
Unfortunately, I do. I'm a teacher. I have to rehearse what I say. Sometimes I practice what I'm going to say to somebody else. Then maybe I practice what they're going to say back. Then maybe I keep going. I'm not talking to myself like I'm crazy, but I am having an entire conversation about myself. But it's a practice. It's a trial run. I'm a great converser because of this.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm outing myself too much. Let's have another drink.
There you go.
Enough about me. Let's talk about supplements.
Yeah. If you guys have any other questions, post them up. This will be the last call because we're going to have to leave
is
to
it
go
time?
get the halfling. We got 15, 20 minutes.
We got something. I'm going to get some Schlatzkys.
So, yeah, post up any questions or comments, witty remarks, retorts you have for anything else. While we give them time to collate their thoughts. My question for you is, so you've been alternating between coffee some mornings when you get to work and nootropics.
And nootropics.
Have you noticed a substantial difference in your cognitive function one way or the other?
Okay, this week I've done nothing but nootropics, whether it's nootropics with coffee or just, like today was just nootropics. I
Which
noticed that it
nootropics have you
worked.
used?
I used Mastermind all morning and I think it worked.
Did you sip it all at once or just use like?
I sipped it all morning, like
Okay.
from 0 to noon.
Okay.
7 to noon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Do you notice differences in your cognitive function, output, recall, tiredness, mental fatigue, stress?
When I
any of
take the
those
pills
things?
with the coffee, I am more clear-headed faster, but at the same time, that's because I did it all at once. When I did the Mastermind, I didn't drink it all at once. If I had downed Mastermind this morning at 7 a.m.,
Yeah.
who knows what the world would have held for me. But I strategically sipped it so that I could. So I think if I had downed it all at once, I think it would have been really much more powerful. And I gave it to a teacher at work who actually listened to me and took it.
Which one?
Jennifer, nobody.
Jennifer? Okay. Just say Jennifer. I know
I'm adding last names. But I'm saying, like, every time I have like the thing at work, I'm like, hey, does anybody want some nootropics? And they're like, what is that? I'm like, it's a nootropic. It helps you think clearly. Like heroin or cocaine? No, thank you. I was like, it's not cocaine. It's just, caffeine. It's a nootropic. And then there's all these things that help you. And they stop listening. The average person doesn't know the things that are out there to help them. I'm not like a life hacker or a biohacker, but if something is there to help me, I'm gonna take it. I can't tell you. These people don't know anything about lines, and they're gonna listen to me because I really don't know what I'm talking about. I kind of do, but I really don't. So it's like, how do you get the information out to the average person? Like the people that are watching this know things, because when you're sitting there spouting the science, they're like probably like, yeah, I hear you, blood-brain barrier, L-carnitine. I don't know anything you're talking about. But like the average bear, only a science teacher would be like, ooh, the blood-brain barrier. So how do I get my other math teachers? How do I get the history teacher to take a nootropic? Ooh, but my math teacher believed me and took it. And she said it was amazing. I was so focused. I'm like, ah.
Does she take caffeine usually or drink coffee or anything?
She drinks coffee. Yeah.
Okay.
So it worked. If you listen and you let me, I'm not going to sit there and give you some crazy, like addictive, scary. They're so scared. They're so scared. Is that weird?
Yeah. I guess for them, out there, we'll tell you so Mastermind, we've discussed that on the channel before. But the caps that I give you as your nootropic stack in the morning, so you get 1 cap of teacrine.
Okay, he gives me a lot of pills.
Yeah, so you have 1 cap of teacrine, which is 125 milligrams of teacrine, which I take that just about every day. I love that ingredient, especially stacked with caffeine. 300 milligrams of CDP choline.
That's the good one.
Yeah. 10 milligrams of vinpocetine, which increases cerebral blood flow. I also gave you, I think, 1 cap of grapeseed extract, which is a purple colored pill. That has polyphenols for some of the antioxidant scavenging abilities in the brain, as well as also supports vasodilation and cognitive health. What else?
It works really well for me.
And 2 caps of lion's mane, so you get a gram of lion's mane as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, and then I drink my coffee.
Oh, and the ornithine. I gave you the 500 milligrams of
He
ornithine
gave me,
too.
literally, he's like, here's your pills. And it takes like 12 hours before all the pills finally land in my hand. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's a good 5 to 6 pills. But they're all kind of hitting on different parts of the pathway, not overloading you or anything like that.
No, it's awesome. And it doesn't give me jitters. I don't get sweaty. Sometimes I would take, well, that was when I would take fat burners.
Yeah.
I think they would try to make you sweaty.
That makes sense. Well, yeah.
But I would take those in the morning and be like, oh, I'm sweaty. But no, I don't get jittery. I just get really focused and I get so much done off my to-do list. I need that in the mornings where I have an off hour because I'm an extrovert. Being with my class of 20 students, they pep me up. I get the energy, right? But if I'm by myself in my empty classroom and I have to do work, it's like, there's nobody here. Who do I perform for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you give me the nootropic, I get stuff done and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it lasts and it doesn't go away. Like, I mean, it's not like I have trouble sleeping. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been actually
I don't crash.
down regulating my use of nootropics. And before I get to that, I'll entertain
You're so smart.
Devin's last thing. I think he's best. I actually haven't turned on the news in
We don't
over
do
a
it.
week, so I don't even know what
We don't know.
shitbag is saying and
We don't
fuckwad mayor are doing.
We don't know.
I'm ignoring everything and anything on the news right now. I
Thank you.
stick to my supplement world
It doesn't exist.
and you fabulous people,
Yeah.
and that's about
Yeah,
it.
I stick to my classroom and it doesn't exist. Anytime students want to talk about it, I'm like, ugh, math, we're busy.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear negative anything. Let's just stop. I don't want to give it any more energy than it already has. I don't want to give these negative things. See, that's why he's married, because I'm positive.
But I actually haven't been using many nootropics
I know.
at all lately. It's mostly been like, so I used
No
most of the
caffeine
time.
either.
I've done a little bit of caffeine. Yeah.
Okay.
Monday I didn't have any caffeine, no caffeine and no booze on Monday. So Monday was a good day.
And Monday was a bad day
Monday
where he could have used both.
And Monday sucked.
He got a flat
Tire. Then I had to go to 3 different car places. Going on, one of them told me it was a 4-hour wait. The other
No,
one,
you called and they're like, we'll take you right now. Come on over. That's what they said. So he comes on over, smart enough to bring his laptop over.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm telling you a story for you, but it's hilarious.
You are.
So when I'm sorry, do you want to tell it?
Yeah, because you're missing one key point.
Go
There
ahead.
we go. So drop off Sandy at school, then drop off the halfling at daycare. Start heading back home. I know that my tire pressure is low because the little warning light comes on. I'm thinking, all right, I'll go home, put the air in the tire, then head out to the thing. Halfway home, I start hearing thump, 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 thump,
Yeah,
thump,
you know
thump,
that
thump,
noise. You're like,
and you
ah!
start to smell burning rubber. And, all right, so I pull over into the middle part of Southwest Parkway, and the speed limit on this road is 55 miles an hour. So people are just flying. So get the tire on, change the tire, run home, grab my laptop, head back out to. I call the place that I usually go to get the oil change and the inspection sticker all done. And say, hey, y'all have a tire for a 2014
And he
Camry.
said no.
Said no, go down to our buddies over at Discount Tire. They'll get you set up.
And you called.
Drive down to Discount Tire.
Oh, I thought you called first.
No. And so I just drive down because it's 2 minutes away. By the time they answer the phone and I talk to them, I'd be there.
Okay.
So I get there, pull into the little check-in spot, and they say, oh, it's going to be 4 hours. Or you can just go home, call us, make an appointment this afternoon, and we can get you in an hour. Fuck, I'm not even waiting for this. So I called up Lamb's Tire and Auto, drive over to them, say, hey, you have a tire? And they say, yeah, we can get you in right now.
We can get you in right now. Let's just think about what you were imagining when that happened.
At this point, it is 8 o'clock. I pull into the place, say, hey, and they say, what's wrong? I said, well, front tire, I need a new one of those. And they said, well, what about your other tire? I said, you're the fucking mechanic. You tell me what's going on. I just said, I'm pretty sure they all need to be checked because I had to put air in all 4 of them 2 weeks ago.
I know you did.
I said the front
This
end
is
alignment,
so good.
the front end alignment is all janky because it keeps pulling to the right and it's been
Yeah,
shaking
that's probably
out,
because
so.
of me. I went over a curb the other day. Sorry.
So he said, all right, well, and I said, I also need to get my annual inspection because we need the inspection sticker. That's expiring this month anyway. And I also
Just
need
get
an
the
oil
whole
change.
thing
So
done.
it's the trinity of everything.
So to be fair, you did ask for a lot.
Yeah.
However,
And they said, oh, all right, that'll be 2.5 hours.
no. Before they said that, like, well, you can wait here,
Yeah, so
Just
yeah,
wait
you
here.
can wait here. Yeah, just wait here.
and you said, well, how long will it take? And they said 2.5 hours. I'm like, you're talking. You can just wait here. Sounds like a 15-minute thing. Like 2.5 hours is like, oh, okay. Here's the funny thing. We're in Austin, Texas, where it gets up to like 100, 105 degrees. Where
Yeah,
was the
so I go
spot
to,
you could
usually
wait?
they have a lobby in there where there's like 6 chairs in this entire lobby. They're already spaced 6 feet apart. So if
There's
you're one of these
space.
people that's scared shitless of this virus that's been made a mountain out of a molehill, then you're already going to be safe.
Locked.
So they said, and I said, all right, well, I said, y'all have Wi-Fi, so I'll just go set up inside. And they said, actually, Inside's closed.
Inside's closed.
I just walked in there to ask you to come look at my car. So how the fuck is it closed?
That's closed.
So they said, oh, well, you can just go sit outside. There's a bench right outside. So there's one bench with one guy sitting on it. They have no other seating or anything else. They said, oh, well, you can go back behind that building over there. That's
behind
like
that shed.
half a block away, and they have a lunch table out there. You can go sit on. What the fuck? And the Wi-Fi signal's probably not going to get there. Luckily, by the time I get out from dicking around inside talking to these guys, the guy that was on the bench left. So I go sit there, and I just sit there in the 100-degree heat for 2.5 hours.
No, for 4 hours. It was like
I was there till 11:45. Yeah.
And just so you know, 11:45 in Austin, Texas, it ain't like 70 degrees. You're talking 100 degrees. Like, I was like, oh my God, you've been sitting out. He's like, my whole shirt was just wet while he was typing. And he didn't have any caffeine or nootropics. He wasn't expecting any of this to happen. Homer's just sitting out there typing on his computer for hours.
I got a shit ton of stuff done.
He did. He got a lot done. You know what that meant happened Tuesday?
Took the
Nothing.
entire day off. I answered some emails, but
Screw that,
and
man.
uploaded the podcast. But that was about
I'm
it.
watching Netflix.
So I did. I watched Iron Man 3 and
What
Captain
was it?
America 2. The Winter
Good
Soldier. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of little things in there like you don't know.
I know. You have to rewatch them all. They're amazing.
Yeah. It was- yeah. Austin, I really wish you
it's
did not
fun.
enjoy your job as much as you did
I
because we would be
do. We'd gone to Montana. Is our
Gone.
dream location. Montana. We would go there if I didn't love my job, but I do love my job. So we're staying.
So needless to say, I'm not going to be going back to that car place anytime soon.
Man, we got to move to Montana. Get away from it all. Let's shoot some bison. Get our own bison grass. Make our own Zabroka. I love Zabroka.
You still have a bunch of Zubroka in that glass.
I didn't want to drink too much.
She downs it right before she's going
That
to.
is so
Yeah.
good. That is good. It has this like aura afterwards.
It's
It's like
good
a
stuff.
smoke of spice.
It's wonderful.
Let me see that.
Nope.
Ah, yes. I just want to live in Montana, like on land. You know what I'm saying? Pretend like we're the only ones that exist on the universe. But then I want to drive 30 minutes to go get like the groceries.
Assuming you do the grocery. I'm the one that does the grocery run at the moment.
I don't do the groceries. I don't know what I do. I don't know why I'm here.
I can think of a few things.
Oh, Shanetsky.
I was talking about picking up the child from daycare.
Okay. That I can do. It's funny, Robert's made jokes. He's like, I have 2 children. You and Sophia.
Actually, you said that. I think you said that first.
It's just that when I play with Sophia, I'm so messy. I'm like, let's paint. And then there's paint everywhere. I'm like, it's okay. It's wipeable. We can just wipe it everywhere. It's fine. Just throw it in the tub. It's fine. And Robert's like, when he plays with her, it's all quiet and calm. And I'm like, wow.
Such is life. Such is life.
So anyways,
All right, everyone. Thank you, Jan, for joining us. We'll be back here same time, same place next week. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell all your family and friends about us. And Sandy's hilarious soapboxes and antics, as always. Thank you to Lucas, my Polish brother from another month, for sending us all these goodies.
this is amazing.
We'll be reviewing the
This is
protein
delicious.
and the brain gains.
Zabroka. Oh. Zabroka.
And we will catch you guys next time. So have a great night, and thank you.